2 to see if 4Clovers can turn around their fortunes, come out with a win, or if OG are just going to continue with the dominance and take a second series, because first game was not pretty for 4Clovers, Andy.
It wasn't great. They kind of got held in their base for the better part of 25 minutes and kind of suffered a slow and painful loss. So, all things considered, I do kind of agree with what A-Mother said. The early game for 4CL is going to be massively important in this game. If they can get the start they're looking for, I think with Bounty Hunter, with Darkseer, you got some serious early game potential. Jakiro was great for being able to supplement the push as well. And they have a nice wombo combo with the DS, so there's a lot of things going for them here. But OG, their mid game is terrifying. Like, they have Roar, they're going to have offlane Shaker. Oh, they caught EGM, sentries there.
Okay, EGM's going to be fortunate enough to walk out the range. They couldn't quite find the Fisher follow-up in time. And they will be able to get themselves that top rune sorted here for OG. If I can, just giving crit. Bit of a tickle there with the daggers. And bottom lane, 4Clovers will be able to get it here for Necro for the mid lane. So in terms of the drafts, a little bit different things coming out from both sides this time. Seeing 4Clovers switch it up a bit, they're going to be able to get themselves the Darkseer this time, which we've seen that hero do a lot of work for whichever team it's been on. Over the couple of series this day, and I mean, overall, do you feel that this is a better draft for 4Clovers this game?
Yeah, I think it's a bit better, because the thing is, they have methods of catch this game, like Pycat getting an Orchid, that's your Blank Silence initiation. You can find out the cores on the side of OG and maybe catch them out of position. The one thing to note, though, is that they do have two forms of save. They have Grave and Snowball. So those are two things where if there's an Orchid on one hero, you have the other to back it up. You also have Fissure on top of it. So it's still going to be kind of difficult, I think, for 4CL to take these real team fights, but because of their offlane, there is potential for them to get some early kills, or at the very least, they can stop Fly from stacking. They can make him sit here on top of Miracle like the entire time. And that should mean that the Darkseer should get a lot out of this lane.
Dark light!
Okay, we can see again just EGM moving in. Just getting the hits, and essentially has been dropped on the side here for OG, so they're going to be ready for EGM if he comes in. A little bit too close for comfort, and they can turn with their Rocket Price, and actually just going to go in now, and EGM! Okay.
That was close.
Another sentry has been dropped, so he's got to be careful, EGM, if he wants to come back at all into this lane.
That last auto attack was like... Yeah. That was really close.
Okay.
And correct. Alright. Well, as far as the good starts go, maybe not exactly what Force they were looking for. The problem's gonna...
Might find something top though.
Moon.
Oh, the Mango Fisher, is he going to be enough? Can he get himself into the bunch? I don't think he can, no. Okay, so that's the kind of plays that 4Clovers need to look for. Yep. Getting themselves a kill into the old Moon offlane.
The thing about this offlane right now for 4CL is Gyrocopter is really good at killing an isolated Darkseer. That's one thing you always have to keep in mind, as long as it doesn't have a creep wave there. Maybe doing some damage here to No Tail. It's just freaking sentries being dropped.
Tangoed across the map, yeah. Well, I mean, so far, finding kill in return. Nika in the mid lane, 9 for 2 against the 12 for 5. A little bit behind, but it's not bad at the moment. EGM just making his way back towards, but he's got to be very careful if he goes around to this bottom lane though. The two sentries dropped. It's very hard for him to come in close with the Gyro and the Dazzle hanging around. Looks like he's going to wrap around towards the mid. No Tail is still being backed up by the fact that they've got crit there on the Tuscan. I'm actually going to see them. He's not going to be able to go for anything here. EGM, it's unlikely. He was just wrapping around, maybe seeing if he could find one of Coreo's thoughts. There's 3 hanging mid at the moment, just ensuring that Nikwa has a hard time getting the farm, and of course the Beastmaster has an easy time getting his.
Well, Nikwa is still getting okay farm, even given the circumstances. He's 12 and 2. He will eventually also be stacking Ancients. I don't think that OG have the best team for killing them. I suppose they have Sigil and Shadow Wave with Axes. It's not terrible, but if they want to contest Axes heavily as they did in Game 1, I don't know, because there's no Alchemist, so it's not as scary. But the rotations from both teams, like 4CL need to be getting more out of their early game. So the longer they're like walking around and not really accomplishing much, and EGM stays level 1, okay, just at level 2 right now. But it's definitely favoring OG. Like the more time this Bounty Hunter wastes, the better it's going to be.
I mean, Moon, of course, at the moment is making a lot of rotation, so he has left that top lane, was hanging around mid, now he headed towards bottom, so space has certainly been given for the Pinecat Quap. He's able to get a fair bit of farm. He's top of the board at the moment in terms of CS with that Beastmaster on No Tail. And No Tail will look for the rune here. if they're able to do anything to stop it. Now he's about to take it, and now he's just going to turn and try and man fight Nikwa here with crit. There's a Jakiro hanging around as well. Notel actually getting fairly low. They'll surge for Nikwa. He's going to look for the top of the shards are there from crit. Very nicely placed.
Damn.
Very nicely done indeed. And Notel will be able to keep himself alive.
That was actually perfect. Could not have asked for a better placement there. But as you mentioned, Pycat free farms away. The offlane Darkseer actually was forced into the jungle. Like, I thought Bambo would have a bit of an easier time, but I guess he just didn't get to his arcanes or his bottle fast enough, and because of his lack of mana, he's been forced to go back here. It does allow EGM to get some very much needed experience, though. So 4CL realized that this rotation strategy is not really giving them a whole lot in the early game, and they would much rather just have a smooth transition, get your mech going, get your bounty hunter level 6 going, then start trying to take team fights based off that. Because you know, if you have the mid-game aggressive potential with track gold and a Jakiro to help you secure towers, you can snowball so hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and just the chase potential from 4 Clovers as well. You know, it's just having what the track out for the movement speed, the traps from the TA if TA gets an early blink as well. And just having Pycat jumping across the fight on the Queen of Pain. There is a lot of flow that 4 Clovers can try and get themselves into the groove of, but at the same time, OG, with their lineup, they're going to be very ready for kind of turning the fights. They've got a Dazzle, which is always going to be an issue. They've got the Fishes, the Snowballs, things that can just disrupt the aggression, and bottom lane, Miracle. I mean, look at he's timing fairly deep here. I mean, EGM's there with the slow, but the Rocket Barrage should be able to kite this out, and they might be able to stick around and look for a kill at Bambo, moving forward with the shell, following up, Miracle trying to tell with the Rocket Barrage there, Bambo, oh no. Oh no.
That's a disaster.
Yeah, gets outplayed there by Miracle at the same time. TA,
A 3-man
lost his life.
Nikwa, and they still lost Bambo. 1v2.
Not great here for 4 Clovers.
That is a catastrophe. There's no way that should ever happen. Like, the thing is, Darkseer has Surge and Boots. Like, he should never be in range long enough to die to a Rocket Barrage.
Yeah, I think it was just a case of Bambo getting a bit greedy and wanted to hang around with the shell.
Oh, Courier
okay. Oh, that's a courier down.
Easy.
Okay, now and they might look for Nikwa here as well. Moving forward, the trap slow will come out crit, and he's only got mana for the snowball. He has got a mango though if he wants to go for the 1-2 combo, and they might just go back in. The fact that refraction has now gone down. Axis flow through. EGM is there. We get the slant to Notel. Crit sticking around the ball still. Chopping away at Nikwa. Snowball will now come out with the snowball out. Nicely done by Crit. Gets Crit Notel back up to the high ground. Saxo gets the slow here on the Jakiro. Notel is going to tick fairly low, but he's going to be fine.
Sigil and Boar together. How annoying is that?
Hey, Crit. He's mangoed up. I don't know if he wants to go back in because EGM is still there. No, he crit, okay. He's going to have a snowball, but he can't get it out in time. Notel might just find EGM. The slow will be there from the the Boar, but EGM's going to get out. Nikwa's now moving in. Can he have a gold moon? He's going to start to
Crit
chase.
actually had dust before he died. I'm surprised he didn't pop it there. If he did, he would have killed the bounty.
I mean, OG, they're struggling with this fight mid.
Okay.
I mean, they could maybe look for me. Now, they don't want to dive too deep. There's now a TP coming through from Crit. EGM is there with Pycat. The Sonic Wave out onto Moon. They'll find one. And Pycat might be in trouble. Shards have come out the snowball as well, but they are trapped in their own shards. Essentially, Saxon throws it out. Pycat will get taken out with the tower. EGM reveals himself there for the Shuriken. Onto the Dazzle. Now the dust comes out. EGM
What's going on, dude?
trying to escape here. Crit's going to chase him. The roar comes out from Notel. And we'll get the final touch there with the Bull. So a very long and messy fight in the mid lane. But I think overall that was OG coming out on, what is it, 3 for 2, I guess. And I mean, number-wise, fairly even. So I don't think anyone really was a winner there.
I mean, the winner was Miracle.
Yeah.
Because that guy just got himself a tower.
And he might have got himself a kill as well.
Bambo's dead too.
Okay, the winners are OG.
Yeah, the winners are definitely OG and
Alright.
Miracle.
I'll take that trade.
I don't know why tower diving tier 2s. I suppose the silver lining for 4CL is the fact that Bounty Hunter's level 5. So that's going to be good. Track's going to be available soon. If you watch these team fights so far, it's just a bunch of very low speed chases. There's TA traps, there's just Janata, Orb of Venom Slow, Jakiro, who has dual breath, and then there's Sigil and Boris coming out from OG. So every hero runs at like 100 movement speed.
A tusk kill could be nice here for 4 Clovers, but there's the back of a fly. They'll blink forward here onto Pycat. Dazzle is there, will reveal himself. We've got EGM trying to go for the Dazzle at the moment, but the snowball across is there. OG will start to walk it off. The Shuriken bringing Crit low here. Pycat, he's got to blink in a few seconds. So Crit's just going to go for the TP out. Have they got a cancel? No, they haven't. EGM didn't have the Shuriken off cooldown there. So unfortunate for him. But he just forced the Tusk out of lane again. Sax at the moment just stacking up the Ancients here for Nikwa. Oh, of course, on that TA. And No Tail still continues to just farm up the Necro book mid, which he's nearly going to have the money here for the recipe, so that's going to be online just before the 10-minute mark, probably.
I really kind of worry right now for 4CL. Like, your TA is pretty poor, actually, at this phase. Less than 1,000, or more than 1,000 net worth behind No Tail. And then, like, what, 1,800 behind Miracle? How are you going to be able to secure yourself an early Roshan if you don't have Deso? Like, yeah, you can maybe do it with just Meld, but it's going to take a lot longer. And you are not really controlling the map at this point in the game. They really need EGM to hit 6. He's about halfway there right now. And then on top of that, they're going to need Pycat to come to every single fight. Same with
Pycat. He's in a lot of trouble potentially here with the heal bomb. Yes, they can just a bottom lane. Miracle just again looking for the solo kills. He did have Moon there as well. Moon, they may just go for more. Okay, Refraction's up on Nequa, so it's going to hold them off going on that. Miracle's incredibly low as well. Got 2 kills, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. And with the DD on No Tail, they'll very much look to try and push down this tier 1 as well here, OG. Keeping the flow going, and already just the fact that their 2 cores are certainly breaking ahead of the net worth of the 2 cores on the side of 4 Clovers at this point, just 10 minutes in. And even more so now with that tower.
That is like... How is Miracle allowed to get away with so much this game? Like, he's just been sitting bottom. 4CL haven't really been pressuring him at all. I guess fighting into the gyro is kind of counterintuitive because you don't really want to be fighting into call down, but at some point you're going to have to address this guy. And you haven't killed any towers yet if you're 4CL. You haven't really gotten your mech even up on Bambo. He's only got the buckler right now, so he's still very far away. You are way off on your timings. Like, this Darkseer, think about when Bambo played the first series.
Moon.
I mean, this is a hard kill.
I think it's a kill that they'll probably get nonetheless. Okay, cooldown's going to be whiffed. This might be good here for the side of 4 Clovers, with the Echo Sound and the Fisher come through. EGM is there, maybe they can take it with Pycat, they can, they'll find one. They're going to be able to find themselves a second one as well there. So very nicely done there.
That was at least 1 track, right?
Yeah, that was, I think it was just the 1 track. I think he hit the level 6 off the first kill.
Yeah, the Shaker got tracked.
Alright, I mean, this is what 4 Clovers need. The track gold, you know, the vision may have been nerfed, but the gold itself is still very tasty for the side if they can get the track kills. And that may help them close the gaps, eventually at least. They have Nequa. It's going to be found by Crit here, trying to turn with the punches up. Bambo drops the wall here. Snowball's come out, holding it still, goes across onto Bambo. EGM's there, throws out the track. It's already double kill for No Tail as he finds it with a beautiful axe toss. And now Pycat, can he get some return kills? If he gets some of the tracks, which he will, that's going to be 1. They might lose EGM as No Tail just sitting there punching people with his axes. It's a triple kill for the man. And he TPs himself out of there. So they do get a track kill for Clovers. And they may just lose this as well. There's a Fisher in a few seconds and Pycat. He's not going to have Blink for 8. I don't think he gets himself out of this one. That's the cleanup. Cleanup from Miracle and Moon there. They get a couple more. So, I mean, it was a track kill, but maybe not worth trading for 4 real kills.
That ain't worth.
Nope.
Definitely not worth.
Not
that Necro book being up already on No Tail, like, it was just beating on Nequa that entire time because he got dusted. Oh, Saksa, you might be dead too, buddy.
I think he is dead.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going great right now.
It's early days. It's early days.
Yeah, they've only lost 2 towers up into this point. They got track. Bounty Hunter's level 7.
I do have track.
They're gonna need Sonic Wave though every fight for sure.
Oh, Nequa.
Oh boy.
Oh. Okay.
He's so slow.
He's doing it. And hey, Bambo. He's ready for the turn here. He's going to give Crit the run now. Any kill's going to be a tasty one, especially when it's got the track gold print on top of it as well. Fisher comes out, Crit. Oh, the shot did go block him. Can he go for it? Oh, Snowball comes out mid lane. Miracle moving in with the cooldown. Trying to go onto Saxa. Snowball across it onto Bambo. Crit may still have no. They'll get the kill. Iron Shells. That's 1 track gold. Nequa just gets himself away with the refraction. Fisher coming out and Pycat gets taken down by the Necro army. And Miracle, he's still moving in for more here. The trap slow is there. This would be a big kill if they can get it. Wall's been dropped. But OG moving in. The Sam comes out for Moon. 1, 2. Make that a 3rd one. Ultra kill for Miracle, in fact, as he picked up the one beforehand. He doesn't even die. Oh dear. Oh,
the Echo, man. The Echo. They got so greedy there for that kill, man. He was just under the tower, just baiting the hook, man. Just baiting it. And 4CL quite literally walked into it.
I mean, 4CL did get a track kill, but this time they traded it
Okay,
for
Owen,
kills.
getting a track kill is not worth in this situation.
I'm trying to think on the upside here for 4 Clovers.
Okay, you know how last game there was like a 35,000 gold and experience advantage before OG ended the game?
Can track kill rectify that?
Maybe.
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 They're going to need a few hundred more. But 18-8 now. We're at about a 10k lead coming up in terms of net worth and XP. And pie cap. It's going to be fine. Alright. How close were we to the blink anyway on the shaker? He was pretty close, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like
He's very
300
close.
away.
Okay.
The thing is, at this point in the game, net worth wise, the queen is barely above the shaker. Like Moon has almost as much net worth as him. That is really problematic. Because you're not going to have an early orchid. You're not going to have an early anything. Like, you're trying to come to team fights because you know your team needs your help, but you keep losing the trades. So whenever you go into a fight, you're not farming, you're losing the trade, you actually die yourself a few times. This is not really a position 1 queen
look
anymore.
at those ancients as well. When
Yeah.
Miracle cleans those up, he's already more than twice the net worth of the Quap. I mean, you could say that he's more than the Quap and the TA put together, and with that, I think it's going to remain that way for a fair bit more of this game.
Look at the net worth difference!
Yeah, it's...
Okay, so Nikwa and Pycat combined don't
Yeah.
have Miracle's net worth.
Nope. Well,
I mean, I know you're trying to look on the bright side of things, Owen, and I commend you for
all
that.
about the track gold, Andy.
The track gold
all
is
about
going to
the
be
track
freaking
gold.
real. If they get a kill, it's going to be like a 5k net worth swing. It's actually just going to be insane. Alright, book 3 done now. On no tail as well, just under 16 minutes, so his timing is on point. He's 6-0-3. He's got level 2 roar. They can kill Roshan whenever they want. The ward's going to be spotting out Nikwa here on the high ground by the Ancients. I think they just go for the kill and then Rosh.
Maybe Nikwa turns and kills them all here.
Alright, here we go, Nikwa.
Here we go, Nikwa. Nikwa, you gotta...
He's getting him. Alright, he got him.
Oh. They were just showing some mercy there. They didn't want to go too out mid lane. There's a Fisher onto EGM.
Oh, they just want to fight, huh? Okay. I mean, they still got roar. Oh, Bambo.
Oh, Bambo.
Those shards.
Poor old Bambo. Saxo as well is in trouble. They've got the punch. Cooldown's going to be there as well. And, well, EGM's going to be the one to make it back to base. Pycat, he's not quite sure where it's at.